Hello and good night. It's 9 p.m. You're watching on live RTD channel. Welcome to this English news edition. Here are the major stories. The death of the state tribute to the memory of the late Abdi Roble Qarshile. The receipt of important lot of medicines. On the international scenes, U.S. President calls for assault rifle bans. Those were the top stories. Thanks for joining us in our newsroom. Today, Friday, His Excellency the President of the Republic, Ismail Omar Guelleh, expressed his deep sorrow at the death of the writer Abdi Roble Qarshile, and one of the prominent symbolic of the cultural and artistic scene, who answered the calls of his Lord today, Friday, after a long journey full of artistic giving. The President of the Republic praised the late, noting that his artistic talent, in which he was discovered, designed to the national anthem of our country. The President of the Republic expressed his sincere condolence and sincere sympathy to the family and friends of the late, asking God Almighty to enter him in peace and inspire his family, relatives, patients, and soldiers. Inna Allah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. His Excellency the President of the Republic, Ismail Omar Guelleh, also sent another telegram of condolence to the family of the late Absi Buh Abdullah, who passed away yesterday evening at the age of 19. May Allah grant him in his eternal paradise. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. His Excellency the Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmed Roble Abdille, sponsor at the headquarters of Medicines and Medical Preparation Storage Center located in the 12-point ceremony to receive the large quantity of medicines and the pharmaceutical product designed for all public health structure in the country. The Minister of Health received this important request for medicines in order to provide a strategy that meet the need of all health structure for a period of 6 months. These also include medical equipment, the devices with all its components and accessories. This new stock of medicines and medical supplies aims to ensure better access to essential pharmacies in hospitals and the health center in the country. This step is among the priorities of the Ministry of Health to ensure the provision of medicines to health structure and their availability in the pharmacies at any time and anywhere. In his speech, the Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmed Roble Abdille, indicate at the outset that this new stock of medicines aim to ensure better access to basic pharmaceutical products, he said, in our third level hospital and also our clinics and polio clinics, and also in our health center. But in all health center in the country, said the minister. The minister also stated that this step is among the priorities of our department to ensure the availability of the medicines anytime and anywhere. To this end, the Minister of Health urged various officials to benefit from them through the rational management of the medicines. The Minister of Environment and Sustainable Development, Mr. Mohammed Abdul Qadir Musa Halam, participated in the work of United Nations International Conference of the Environment in the Swedish capital, Stockholm, in the presence of the Secretary General of the United Nations, Mr. Antonio Guterres. The 2 days meeting entitled Stockholm's in 50 Years Planet's Wellness for All Prosperity, Our Responsibility, Our Opportunities, celebrate in the 58th anniversary of United Nations Conference on the Human Environment held in Stockholm in June 1072, as well as 5 decades of global environment action. The meeting will witness the participation of nearly 160 countries, and it is noteworthy that the work of this conference will last for 2 days, during which the meeting will discuss many challenges facing the planet and ways to confront and address them. It was yesterday, Thursday, the ceremony was held dedicated to a signing of a partnership agreement between the Djibouti Institute of Statistics and Djibouti Port Community Systems Authorities and the Djibouti International Free Trade Zone. The signing ceremony was attended by the Director General of the Community Systems Authority in the port, Mr. Wassama Mohammed, and the Director of Main Operators Department, Mr. Hamid Mohammed, and the Director General of the Djiboutian Institute of Statistics, Mr. Idris Ali Sultan. The objective of this signing were the agreement between the National Institute of Statistics in Djibouti and the Djibouti Port Community System was to the technical coordination and activities of national strategy system and the implementation of a production, but also the dimension of activities, the database for need in the government, public and administration, the private sector and development partners, but also the public service. Within the framework of the policy of implementation, the decentralization of the exam in the governorate of the regional council in Ali Sabih region, the metropolis organized intensive activities to make this important step as a success. This step falls within the framework of decentralization of exams launched by the Ministry of National Education and Vocational Training in the close cooperation with the Ministry of Decentralization. This initiative is also part of the roadmap for the regional policy of President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Margili, the Chairman of the Regional Council in Ali Sabih region, Mr. Sharmaki Hassan, share an event devoted to discussing the outgoing presentation and preparation for organizing the baccalaureate exams at the provincial level and the condition for receiving students who take these exams in the design center in Ali Sabih and Holhol region. In a related context, a delegation headed by the governor of region of Ali Sabih, Mr. Musa Adami Ghani, the head of the regional council of Ali Sabih, Mr. Sharmake Hassan, and the regional inspector were conducted an inspection tour to closely to closely see and observe the proper conduct of the oral examination for a baccalaureate exam and baccalaureate degree. It should be noted that the baccalaureate exams for the year 2022 were held this time in secondary schools located in the main cities at the interior region, and secondary schools students from the interior region took them this examination for the obtaining the secondary certificate were held in an examination center in the capital. To this end, during this meeting, the refugees addressed their complaint and need to officials of the refugees complaint based mainly the action of by the work of this program, the two. In an intervention by the Executive Secretary of the National Office for the Relief Refugees and affiliate Hussein Hassan Darar, he indicated that this visit aims primarily to stand closely of a living condition of these refugees. The delegates tour ended with a visit to this village of Halhal in their intervention, but also this affiliate, he indicate that this visit the quantity by the refugees to the problems of a global conflict. He said that the refugees to provide them with decent life to this aim by the President of the Republic approach. In the region of Dakhel, the Ministry of Agriculture and the region organized a training workshop on desert locust control for the benefit of the personnel of its employee for the interior region. This workshop was attended by the representative from the Food and Agriculture Organization and the Ministry of Agriculture. The main objective of this workshop was to enhance the capability of the Djiboutian expert to prevent and better manage the locust attack and reduce the effect of the locust. This workshop also came so within the framework of the cooperation and support of this food and agriculture organization of the United Nations and government in improving its readiness to fight against these locusts and mass this dangerous infection of desert locusts, and this context, the efforts made by this United Nations organization to achieve food security and ensure regular and adequate access to quality food for all of its kind. And it is reported that this first wave of the locusts uh, in Djibouti and the last year 2019 in all the interior region. He explained that the receiving and the recovery need of the affected areas were such Arta, Dakhel and Ali Sabih, Tajura, Obokh, and these outstrike the capital announced to the $8 billion for this program. And now moving on to the international scenes, U.S. President Joe Biden called on Thursday for a ban on the sale of results files for individuals in a televised address 9 days after the horrific massacre of 19 children and two teachers at the this level were able to complete in this Tuesday and this Friday President Joe Biden called for the banning assault weapon and high capacity massive in an prime time address to the nation from the White House, in which he asked for God has sake how much more the willing to accept. Biden said that if assault weapon can't be banned, the age of purpose such a weapon should be raised to 21. This is it for this edition. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening.